I just had to watch the fourth straight Dallas Cowboy home game in which they were blown out by halftime, annihilated, humiliated, and I have been devastated having to watch the team I grew up loving play like this, embarrass us all like that. And I ask you, how in the name of Thomas Wade Landry does Mike McCarthy still have a job? I asked that question after last year's home playoff game in which we were the 2 seed playing the 7 seed Packers, the youngest team in the league. And the Packers had us down 27-0 before halftime. Jerry, how do you not fire McCarthy? It's because he's your best friend and maybe your only friend. Happy birthday, Jerry, 82. And I'm dying over here. Obviously, Dak Prescott was going to have to live up to being the highest paid player in all of football to match Detroit's firepower at Jerry World, at least for a half. I mean, he still can throw it to CD, he can throw it to Tolbert, he can throw it to Jake Ferguson. And what does he do in little more than a quarter? Dak threw 4 balls that could have been intercepted. Only one was, but 4 could have been intercepted. If you remember the early popped up in the air pass that came down to Dowdle, could have come down to a Lion. Then the air-mailed interception that got canceled by a penalty. Then the awful throw, the underthrow that was intercepted. Another red zone turnover in the end zone. And then finally he hits Anzalone right in the chest with a throw that the linebacker could have caught for a 4th interception. I still can't believe Jerry brought back Dak and made him the highest paid player in the history of pro football.
Howdy! I know you saw what happened today, huh? Not a victory, not just a victory, but a blowout on Jerry's birthday, by the way. No, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that. My buddy Jerry Jones on his 82nd birthday should deserve something like that. But we'll address that another day. All I can say is, what an ass whipping! What an ass whipping! Awful lot to talk about on First Take tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw my line, okay? My boost for this week on ESPN Bets. Even that was right. Because we were talking about them Cowboys. They never, ever let me down.
Sorry, Stephen A. I ain't mean to do you like that. But I mean, what can I add to this? I think almost everybody seen this coming from the Cowboys, except the Cowboys fans. We're like, yo, why they so hyped to going into next season? Yeah, they paid CD. Yeah, they paid Dak. But I'm like, that offensive line, man, I don't think it's gonna be as good. Y'all starting the BB guy and Tyler Guyton. I think he's hurt at the moment. The Steele guy. I'm like, that offensive line not the same. I don't care how good Zach Martin is. He's a guard. It's only so much he can do. The offensive line not as good. Y'all can't really surround Dak with any other weapons. He needs a 1 and a 2. And it's not working. No run game. No run game at all. Like, everybody literally seen this coming except the Cowboys. Or the Cowboys fans, I should say. So why they want to blame Mike McCarthy, this guy, that guy? They just don't have enough weapons. They don't have enough weapons. And honestly, I don't think Dak is that good. I don't think he's that good at all. Because it looked like they about to blow the season anyway. They were better off just not signing Dak, let him play out his contract, and let him go somewhere else. And then draft a quarterback. Because more than likely, knowing Jerry Jones, he might draft a quarterback anyway, right after paying Dak. Knowing Jerry Jones, he might just draft Shador just because. Because they record, it's not going to be that good. You look at their schedule coming up, these next couple games, Oh no, not good at all. And is D Law when he's coming back? When Micah Parsons is coming back? And even when those guys were in, they were subpar. They were still subpar anyway. So there's something going on with the Dallas Cowboys. Is it Mike McCarthy? I don't think so. I think they should have kept Dan Quinn. The fans wanted him out. Obviously, management wanted him out. But look what Dan Quinn is doing with the Washington Redskins. Oh, I'm sorry, Washington Commanders. Look what he's doing there. I mean, they lost today, but I mean, Dan Quinn's working with what he got. So imagine if Dan Quinn had those like type of weapons on his team, meaning Washington almost beat Baltimore. If they had some of those guys the Cowboys got, maybe they would have won. I'm just saying. Dan Quinn wasn't that bad. Mike Zimmer defense is trash. It's ass. Bunzuda. Shit. All that is bad. On the offense, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And right now they just getting exposed. They getting exposed for being frauds. Not that good. They constantly blame the coaches. It's not the coach's fault. They have a culture problem. Jerry Jones, honestly, is the problem. Dak Prescott, again, not that good. They scared to take a risk on another quarterback, which I'm fine with. Y'all paid them for another couple years, so we get more games like this. I mean, 47? Lions could have scored 60. They could have scored 60. And you let them troll y'all in the game. They were sending out offensive linemen as wide receivers just to prove a point. We better than you guys. We should have beat y'all. And they beat the hell out of y'all. They beat the hell out of the Cowboys. So I'm not sure what's going to happen or what they're going to do because they got so much money tied up. Like, you could get on the Eagles a little bit, but you see the potential is still there. I don't see no potential in the Cowboys. Like, I seen Jalen Hurts play a clean game today. I'm like, wow, look what we can do with a clean offense. You know, the defense held the Browns to no touchdowns. So when our team is playing clean, or even when we messy, we can win games. Like you think of the Saints game, we was messy, still found a way to win that game. Green Bay, we was messy. Well, you could say the Browns, we was a little messy, but that was on special teams. But when the Cowboys get messy, they just it gets bad. They need to front run. They can't come from behind. All the things we were saying last year about them is coming to life now, and teams are just exposing it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man, about what Skip Bayless had to say and what Stephen A had to say. Do you agree with Skip Bayless? Skip Bayless saying that Mike McCarthy needs to be fired. He also blaming Dak and Jerry Jones getting blown out on his birthday. Do you agree with Stephen A. Smith? Well, he ain't really say nothing but trolled himself. Do you agree with trolling the Cowboys with Stephen A. Smith? You know they fans like to talk a lot. I swear by Wednesday they're gonna say they're gonna win the next game. It's just not happening. Y'all about to go on a mean losing streak, and y'all got a lot to think about because y'all paid a lot of guys. Now you look at it like, dang, do we pay Micah? Do we pay some of these other guys? Telling you, they about to go through a rebuild. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.